Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your love reading. This is Oracle Empress, and I'm sending you love and light. So as I do your reading, remember that time is fluid, and that any time that you tune in on this reading, this intention has been set for it to be relative at whatever time that is. Also know that the characters in your storyline may have actions and feelings that are vice versa. So meaning that I am able to pick up energy, and so sometimes the actions may be for you, or the actions may be something that the person or the character in your storyline is doing. That it can kind of flip-flop sometimes. I wish you all love and light as you all are staying inside, social distancing. I know that for some of you it may be difficult, but know that Spirit is with you, that we are all being protected, and that there is a higher purpose and reason for everything. So just to continue to stay calm, continue to use this time as an opportunity to take care of yourself and to really gird yourself up spiritually and get yourself ready for your new life after this crisis is over. I know Sagittarius, you love to travel, and I know this is a difficult time for you because you're not able to get out and move around like you normally do, but know that this will be over soon and you will be right out there doing your thing. So let's see what Spirit has for you. Oh, very soon. So some of you are going to have some love coming into your life very soon. Boy, this is interesting. You guys have let go of control issues. All the fire signs so far has gotten this. Aries got it, Leo got it, and now you have it. So I guess they're saying fire signs, we must have a tendency to try to control stuff. I guess maybe that's what it's saying. I thought I had done well with that. I'm a Leo, so wow. So very soon really is saying that you need to decide what it is that you want, because they're ready to send it right now, and as long as you're on the fence, you're gonna delay it. So if you want to go ahead and go to that person that you know that is the one for you, they're saying do it. So some of you are feeling like there is a person that you want to go back to, or want to come back to you. Some of you, I'm really feeling, is you wanting to go back to someone else. The person that you want to go back to is either an Aries, and I'm feeling Leo very, very strong. This card is saying that if you want this person back, they will make it happen, but you're going to have to do what you need to do. And so if you need to reach out to this person, it's saying you've waited long enough, get it done. If you haven't talked to them in a long time, you haven't reached out in a long time, and you have something to say, they're saying say it. Say what you need to say, and say it now, because your time is shortening. This person, they have love coming into their life. They've already gone to Spirit and said, hey, Spirit, send me love. I'm ready. And you're going to miss your opportunity if you don't get off of your horse and start beating on that person's door to say what you need to say. Because Spirit is ready to back you up. Because some of you have had a clear awakening, and you know that the person that you love is the right person for you, is the person that God has sent for you, is your soulmate. And maybe in the past you made a mistake. You didn't see it at the time. You thought they were great and wonderful, but you had other people that you were interested in too. And some actions that were made didn't necessarily work out for that other person, and they were hurt, or vice versa. This could be the other person wanting to come back to you, and they're on their way. They have made their decision, and they finna come knocking on your door saying, hey, I know we in social distancing right now, but I need to talk to you. I messed up. I am so sorry. You are wonderful. I wish that I was more mature back then, because the things that I did and that I said, I can't believe I did that to you. You were the most wonderful love of my life, and I want to give us another opportunity. So this person is either on their way back to you to tell you that, or you are the person that needs to get up and get that done. You need to go to that person and tell them what you're really feeling. And they're saying to do this because this is an opportunity for you to recapture that romance and that wonderful energy that the two of you had together. You guys were like two beautiful children in love. That twinkle that you get when you first meet somebody, or that when you're really getting to know each other and you're falling in love and it feels so wonderful. You have that opportunity to recapture that. So if this person is on their way back to you, then they're coming back at the perfect time to recapture that wonderful love that you guys had before. But you can't try to control it. You can't try to make it come out the way you want it to be. You have to let spirit work it like it's going to be. So if you are the person that's going to go back and say, I'm sorry, I really want to give us another chance, you're going to have to say that and let it go. Let spirit have the rest of it. So you can't try to make the person or manipulate the person into coming back. You're going to have to allow spirit to let this situation go and flow as it needs to, and give angels and spirit the opportunity to work with that person and work in the relationship for you. You cannot control it. If you do, you will mess it up. And the chance will be taken. All right, let's see what the other oracles have for you, Sagittarius. I'm seeing that a lot of you have been through the ringer. Some of you have had some karma happen. You've been in some karmic relationships. There was a person in your life that was your soulmate, your twin flame, and you did not know it. You were very much in love with this person. That freaked you out. You are not one at that time interested. You weren't interested in a commitment. But you loved to love and be loved by this person. So you did not end it correctly. You went on with your new people. You had new people in your life, and you had this person in your life as well. And it caused a lot of heartache for that person. That relationship ended, and then you had karmic relationships that came in and caused you a great deal of heartache and pain. I mean, you have gone through a lot of pain, but that pain has grown you into the wonderful woman, the wonderful man that you are today. So you are not the same person that you were. And some of this, for some of you, happened years ago. As far as how you were kind of a player, out there having a good time, which a lot of people talk about that and say that's not a good thing. And actually my opinion on that is that I believe that people should have the opportunity to be with as many people as they want to be. What is the crime in that is when you don't tell people the truth of what's going on so they can make a choice of whether or not they want to be involved. So if you are a person who or dealing with a person who likes to have many people in their life, it's really okay. There's nothing wrong with a man having, wanting the luxury and the pleasure of having a lot of women. What's wrong is when he doesn't tell the women what's the truth and what's going on. And so when a man is honest and they say, hey, I'm not interested in a commitment. I have a lot of women in my life right now, and I'm not interested in having one. I wanted to let you know that because that's my lifestyle, and so that way, if you're not interested in that, I completely understand. Then that's okay. He was honest, and this is his life. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. You can go pick somebody else. You have a lot of options. Same thing for a woman. So I think, what makes it wrong is when neither parties are honest with each other and they're saying one thing and doing something else. And so I do feel like if that was you or the person that you're interested in, that's how they were young, it was years ago, and they didn't realize the importance of really being honest. They also thought you were wonderful and they wanted to keep you around because of the feeling that they got. But they weren't ready to commit, or you weren't ready to commit. And so that's how that ended up going. And as they got older and more mature, they started dating other people that caused them so much pain that now they know, or now you know, that this person was all along your soulmate, your twin flame. And I want to commend you, if that's you, for really allowing spirit to grow you and really allowing spirit to give you that awareness, because it's difficult to go through tough situations, but it creates so much growth in us that we're able to see who we are really supposed to be and actually become that person. And I feel like, Sagittarius, that's what has happened to you. You have gone through a complete awakening, and some of you are at the point in your life now where you know who you are now, and you have grown significantly, and you are an amazing person that would make a fabulous loving mate for someone. And so some of you now, all you have to do is to convince that person of who you are now, or someone has to come and convince you of who they are now, because they've gone through the awakening. It could be vice versa. That's beautiful. A lot of energy, a lot of physical energy, a lot of powerful energy. And the masculine in this picture is very, very angelic, probably is very intuitive and very connected to spirit. And there's a lot of love between the two of you. A lot of love between the two of you. Beautiful. All right, so the first card is really talking about you or the person that you're involved with, to make sure that they're not making a choice or making a decision based on how they treated you in the past, or how you treated them in the past. And so maybe feeling guilty, I was so wrong back then in the day. How could I have treated this person this way? Making decisions based on the guilt, which is coming from a lower energy. You want to make decisions based on a higher energy. Yes, I may have been wrong. I did some things that I wasn't supposed to do. I was immature, but I've grown and I'm not that person anymore. And I've learned so much now, coming from a higher vibration. Make decisions based on your growth and who you are now. Who are you? What is your truth right now? So who am I right now? And what can I offer this person right now? I couldn't offer anything back then, but I'm not that person anymore. And so not making a decision based on your past, making a decision based on who you are now. So even if you are not this person, when they come to you, make a decision based on now and who they are showing up to be right now. Not making a decision based on who they were in the past, because that's not who they are now. And if this is you, Sagittarius, this isn't who you are now. You're not that person in the past that was deceitful or not faithful or not thoughtful. You're not that person. That's not you anymore. So when you're making a decision about your soulmate, which is right here, when you're making a decision about your soulmate and your twin flame, make the decision based on who you are now, not the mistakes that you made in the past. And if this is a person coming back to you, then you need to make sure that you make a decision of whether or not you're going to receive them back based on the present and who they show up to be right now, not who they were before. The next card, look at all of this energy in this card and all this love. This is a healing energy. Look how he's touching her and she's being healed. So it's an opportunity for you to heal the relationship and heal the union, heal each other. Now, when I say healing, I don't necessarily mean that the pain of the relationship, some of it is not there anymore. So the person that you're going back to or is coming back to you has, in the healing aspect, kind of moved on. It's kind of like having the Three of Swords upside down. They've healed it. They had so much pain. It caused them a lot of pain from it, or it caused you a lot of pain, and you've healed from it now. But when you come together, there's going to be a great deal of forgiveness. You thought you forgave each other, but once you come together, that forgiveness is going to take over the union. And it's going to reunite the love and make it even stronger than it was before. And as that forgiveness goes throughout your energy and the energy of the relationship, it's going to heal the relationship. Because even though separately the two of you may have healed your hearts, you have to heal based on the relationship now. Because you're coming back together. You're creating a new foundation. And so the foundation that you had before is cracked. And now you have to fix it. You have to repair it. You have to heal it. And look at all the beautiful energy that comes about as a result of that. It's amazing. Somebody in this relationship or somebody in this situation already knows exactly what to do. They know if it's the right thing to do to receive this person back. If you are the person that's wanting to go back to somebody, you know whether or not you're going to do it. If you are the person that is going to be on the receiving end where someone is coming back to you, you know whether or not you're going to receive them back. You know deep in your heart. You may not know consciously because you are not meditating and you are not seeking spirit. But get quiet with yourself and make a decision about it. Go deep into your heart because you know it's there. The answers are inside your heart. So go deep within and listen to spirit. Let them reveal to you what's in your heart. All right, so let's see, Sagittarius. I also feel some of you, there's someone that you're concerned about, either a mom or a grandmother. I'm really feeling a mom. You're concerned about them. And Spirit is saying that they are watching over them. And so to put your prayers up because and they're far from you. They're in a different state. And so you're really, really concerned because you can't be there for them. They're a little bit older. And you're worried about whether or not they're going to be okay. And Spirit's saying yes. They have this person surrounded by angels and they are taking care of them. So they're also saying a grandfather or a father figure, older person. I'm feeling that he may have already passed over, but they're just sending a message that they're also watching over you. So just know that. So I think I'm really seeing a grandfather. And I'm seeing that they were in a nursing home or maybe they were actually being taken care of. Like I see caregivers and stuff around them. Okay. In the end, you tried and you cared, and sometimes that's enough. And so, if you're going to go back to that person and you're going to say, hey, I'm sorry, I want to have another opportunity to create what we both deserve. If they don't go along with it, you did your best, and just to give it to Spirit and let Spirit handle it. If you are the person that someone's going to come to and you try to get them to understand your point of view and you know, you did your best, let it go. Spirit is saying just let them handle it and let it go. Follow your desires or your heart's desire and manifest the heck out of life. And so this card was under the healing and also under recapturing the love and the romance. So if this is what you truly want, you can have it. God will give it to you. You just have to believe that it's yours, and you have to act as if in your heart that you and this person are already together and that you're already happy. Because they are willing to give it to you. They're proud of the work that you have done to change your heart and to change your life, and they're willing to give you whatever you want. You will meet your soulmate when the time is right. And so for those of you that are not going to go back to this person, you're going to have a new person come in. For those of you who are interested in getting back with your soulmate or having them come back, you will get it. They will be yours once again. But you have to believe, and you have to stand in faith, and you have to make sure that your heart is sincere. With what's going on with these days, and I haven't said this, so I guess I'll go ahead and just give you my point of view about what's happening. So I do feel like there's a lot of built up karma that's been needing to been fleshed out in the world. There's a lot of people and a lot of things that have happened that we've said, that we've done, and we haven't necessarily asked for forgiveness or given ourselves the opportunity to fix and mend those situations. And this is a wake-up call to do that. You know, if there's something that you need to say to someone, to fix it, because this is that opportunity for you to clear that karma and to heal the relationship. Even if you don't want to come back with a person, you know, go back and say, hey, I just needed to tell you that I'm sorry, that back then what I said, what I did, that was really wrong, and you didn't deserve that. And I take full responsibility for my actions. And leave it at that. And that's it. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to say. You don't have to wait for a response from them. Just make sure that on your end that you have opened up the door to clear your karma and to have your slate clean, that you made sure that you were sincere and you went back and you apologized, sincerely apologized, and took responsibility for your actions. And so I feel like that's what Spirit is calling for everyone to do. And so think about that. You know, ask Spirit, is there anyone that I need to talk to right now, that I need to go to, and that I need to make sure that they understand that, you know, I was wrong. And so Spirit will let you know. He'll bring back to your memory people and what you did and what happened, so you can go back and fix that. And like I said, you don't need a response from them. You just need to be able to say what you need to say. And even if you can't get a hold of them, leave a voicemail. You know, they have a choice whether or not they pick up the phone. But it's important that you have the opportunity to say it, whether they listen to it or not. Spirit will give you credit for that. So I just felt led to let you guys know that. So let's do these and see. I just feel like this reading was for singles. It could also be for a couple of you that are married and you're trying to go back to a spouse or considering receiving a spouse back. So that could go either way. I do feel that the majority of this reading right here was for singles, but a couple of you, maybe about 10 of you, it's for a committed relationship that broke apart, or for a marriage that is having some problems and maybe separated. So let's go ahead and move these over. And see what we get here. See if we can get any messages specifically for couples, for Sagittarius couples. This card just always reminds me of something shady. Some shadiness going on, especially with the male, the masculine energy. The scissors are just always a cut, a separation in a relationship, and the separation can sometimes be because there was another party involved, someone was interfering, or they had an affair, or they in some way went outside the relationship. Oh, I picked two. And look, so this person is actually spying on the couple. And I get that same shadiness from this person here. So I do feel like there's somebody being spied on. Sagittarius, you may be spying on someone, and you're trying to find out if the person that you're wanting to go back to is in a relationship or not. And then some of you, that's not for you. Some of you are being spied on, and it's for the same reason. They're trying to see if they have an opportunity to get with you or to get you back. And so they're trying to see if you're in a relationship. So watch out for your social media. See, there's the sword right there. That's a spy spying on you. So that may be social media, Facebook, Twitter. They're trying to find out what's going on with you because they are desperate to get back to you, and they are trying to make sure that the way is clear. For some of you, the way is not clear. You're already involved with someone else. Some of you, the way is clear, and you're not involved with someone else, but you are manifesting someone else. And that's what's on your mind, and that's what you're creating. And so even though you may not physically be involved with someone else right now, this is in your energy field, and they can feel it in their energy field because they're connected to you energetically. And so even though you're not with somebody, they feel like you are because that's what you're creating. And so they're like, oh my God, I got to hurry up because she's or he's getting involved with somebody and I really want to be with them and I don't know what to do. So that's what I feel is going on. Now, this is usually the strength card, and it's really, in this deck, to me, it's more of a taking over or overcoming, and it also, to me, can be manipulative. Like, just really grabbing the bull by the horns and taking it down, and it doesn't have any type of way to get away from it. It came out upside down. And so if this is what's going on, it's not going to come to fruition. It's not going to work. So if there's somebody trying to bully you into doing what they want you to do, or if you're trying to bully somebody into doing what you want them to do, it ain't going to work. So that goes back to letting go of control. So if you try to control the situation, you're going to mess it up. It's not going to work either way. So just let spirit handle it, but don't try to control or manipulate the outcome because it's not going to work. And it's not going to be good for either one of you involved. But like I said, either you are spying on somebody or they're spying on you. Some Sagittariuses, especially masculines, I can feel the energy of a lot of masculine Sagittariuses spying on the feminine energy. So, because they want the feminine energy back, and they're trying to figure out a way that they can get back to the feminine energy. And some of it is because they haven't had an opportunity to talk to this feminine energy in a while. They've been separated for a long time. And they don't know if the feminine energy is in a relationship or not. So they're spying to find out. I also see some feminines are doing this to their masculine energies. And remember, masculine and feminine are energies. And so you could be a female with masculine energy. You could be a male with female energy. So I'm just feeling it as the energies, but I do feel the masculine energies. There's some masculine energies in Sagittarius that are spying, and there's some feminine energies in Sagittarius that are spying. But it's not all the Sagittariuses. There are many Sagittariuses, both feminine and masculine, that are being spied on. I do feel some Scorpio energy as well. Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of Scorpio energy. All right, so thank you so much, Sagittariuses. I send you love and light. I want you to make sure that you do take care of yourself. Take advantage of this opportunity if you are at home, being locked down, and using the practice of social distancing to make sure that you really do enjoy your life while you're not working. I believe that, when we're working and we're so busy, it's difficult for us to connect to spirit like we're supposed to, because we're so busy trying to make a living and working 8 to 10 hours a day or over 40 hours a week. And then you have your children and school and all sorts of things that you are responsible for. And it's so difficult to be able to focus on yourself, focus on what you need, and focus on connecting to spirit. And now you have that opportunity. So take advantage of it. Remember to make plans. I know we're grounded right now, but we're not going to be grounded forever. So start making plans on what you want to do and where you want to go after this is done. Manifest that now. And so that'll keep your energy high. You'll be at a higher vibration. You'll be happier, and you'll feel good. So by the time you come out of this, you'll be healed and you'll be ready to move forward into our new life. So thank you again for tuning in to your love reading. I'm excited to have you visit my channel. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification button if you'd like to know when I'll be uploading another video. Thank you again. Have a great week. Namaste.